Jesus dance on the beat. Salute. Jesus dance on the beat. Jesus dance on the beat. Salute. Jesus dance on the beat. Jesus dance on the beat.
Yo, what's going on? What's going on? How you guys are doing?
Jesus dance on the beat.
Go ahead, turn the music down. All right, what's going on, people? What's going on? But like I need to turn that music down just a little bit more, whatnot. Hopefully you guys can hear, see me, and all this other stuff, man. What's good? What's good, man? We back another week of what's in my inbox, and yeah. As I finish getting set up here, we don't have too much to talk about, but we got a little bit to talk about, and we're gonna go ahead and get up out your hair. Yep, yes, sir. As you guys know, y'all give me 1 second. I am having some camera issues. Oh no, I just need it. Yeah, there we go. All right, cool. Yeah, I had to put the tracking on the camera and everything like that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say happy Halloween, but you know, happy holiday to you. Whatnot. A lot of plug-in sales, man. Let me turn it down one more time. All right, the background music is a little loud. So we got a lot of plug-in sales, man. A lot of plug-in sales, a lot of Halloween sales. Not even with the music, man. Everybody's running the sale because taking advantage of, you know, the holiday and whatnot. Another way to make money, you know what I'm saying? Or let's look at it this way. Another way you, the consumer, can grab what you need for your necessities when it comes to your skills and stuff like that, man. So take advantage of all the Halloween sales. I didn't really kind of post up every Halloween sale because I felt like, you know, it was a lot. So pretty much every website that you go to, that it will be a Halloween sale. So take advantage of it. You know what I'm saying? Some real good stuff out there. I've seen some 50% off. I've seen buy two, get two free. I've seen some 30% off. I've seen some real good percentages. None of that bull crap, 20 and 10% or whatever. So take advantage of the tools that you need. We don't have too much tonight. We're going to go ahead and get in and out and be out your hair and stuff like that, man. So let's go ahead and do it, man. Let's do it, man. Let's go ahead and share our screen and everything like that. And choose the right screen, should I say. All right, cool. Let's get into it. That beat in the background, by the way, that's an old beat I did about 10 years ago, I think. About 18 years ago or whatnot, man. Nevertheless, though, man, we in here, man. Shout out to that one person that's in the stream. If you can't hear me, just let me know. But look good on my end. All right. Let's get into it. West Audio. These guys are good. These guys are good. They make they make hardware, okay? I don't think they make plugins specifically, native plugins or whatnot, but they do make plugins for their devices. And I have to say their stuff goes hard in the paint. You feel me? They make some really, really good stuff. This one right here that they have. Hold on. That music is loud. All right, there we go. All right, cool. Yeah, so West Audio Pandora. All right, this particular unit is a multi-band compressor at its finest in a 500 series format or whatnot. Now, when you look at this, it looks like a cool plug-in from the picture, but it's actually a piece of hardware that you will put in the 500 series rack. Okay, it's a multi-band compressor. If you don't know anything about multi-band compression, think of it this way: you are controlling 3 different compressors that operate and compress 3 different frequency ranges between 20 and 20,000 hertz. Okay, so you use to take 20 and 20,000 hertz and, you know what I'm saying, split it 3 ways. You're compressing each of those splits. You see what I'm saying? It's super simple. It's nothing to, you know what I'm saying, panic over when it comes to multi-band compression. But this particular unit right here will allow you to do multi-band compression in a hardware space. All right. The cool thing about West Audio products is that they're digitally recalled. So they do come with their own plug-in tailor-made for that particular hardware piece. And that's where you get the digital recall format from. So just imagine if you had your favorite VST in a hardware version, and you can save your presets, pull it up at any time whenever your sessions pull up as well. That's what West Audio does, whatnot. And I'm liking Pandora. I like what it does. I checked out this particular video right here, but I'm gonna show you guys the teaser video. This is how it looks right here in that 500 series rack. I'm curious on the price. I just watched the trailer video. So what we're gonna do is just kind of go and check it out or whatnot, man. Let's go ahead and mute this music real quick. Let's see here. Uh-oh, where we at? Oh shoot. Yeah, hold on one second. Yeah, there we go. All right. Let's rewind that real quick. You can see the plug-in format in that screenshot right there. There it is right there. So that's how I look as a plug-in. And yeah, that's quick and easy right there, baby. All right, cool. Yeah, so that's the Pandora right there. And everything. Let me get this music back down to where it needs to be at for y'all, so y'all can have a little bit of sound bed. Yeah, there it is. Let me end that right there. All right, cool. Sorry about that. I'm, you know what I'm saying, multitasking. I'm actually standing up, to be honest with you. I got a little standing apparatus or whatnot for my back, so I can continue to do what I need to do. But back to Pandora though. This is a really, really good unit. What we're going to do is just navigate to the website because I'm curious to see, and that is the picture. I'm curious to see how much this unit cost. Let's go ahead and go to the actual website. That was the YouTube channel. So click where to buy. So they don't sell it directly on their site. You have to go through a retailer. Toeman is their big one. I don't see nothing in the United States yet. Oh, there we go. Sweetwater, you already know. Vintage King. When you see those two right there, you know you're going to get some quality products. Yeah, so $1,500 for that little box. Very, very expensive, but it's worth it though. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely worth it. I actually have seen and heard some demos of this little situation, and I have to say, man, it's worth all of that price point right there. Let me put my chat window on. It's worth every bit of that price point. They also make an analog bus compressor in a digital recall format. And I'm not going to say that anymore. It's a hardware compressor that you can control by way of plug-in. They make a 2BQ as well. You can see a 500 series bus compressor over here. Another type of compressor there as far as a Varimu. This one is more a diode type compressor. This one right here is an analog EQ, look like a 3-band. And then they make a hardware version, not digital recalled, 1176. You have an automation system, and you got all of this cool shit right here that they make, but you're seeing the prices. They're definitely not a cheap, affordable, budget-friendly company. You got to have that bread in order to fuck with them. So I said I wasn't gonna cuss. My bad. In order to, do business with them, stuff like that. So, but they're really, really good, man, and definitely worth to check out if you're in the market to do some major, serious bread spending upgrades in your studio, man. Definitely check out West Audio, man. We're gonna keep it moving on to the next. What's going on with your DJ Big Red? Did you get my email, big dog? Did you get my email, man? I responded back to your interface email, and I am going to address that tonight because we ain't got that much on the agenda here. XLN Audio, they came out with a new expansion pack, Vintage Dead. I was very happy. I smiled on this one right here. I went on ahead and demoed it, and this, if you're looking for hip hop drums and you utilize addictive drums too, this is the one for you. I thought the modern R&B and soul drum kit or expansion was cool, but it kind of like it has some drum sounds that you really couldn't use in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And you really had to do some editing in order to get the sound that you want. Same thing with the Vintage Dry. Sounded almost there, but you had to do a lot of editing. This right here, yes. If you're looking for hip hop drums, lo-fi, boom bap, even, your own flavor or style of hip hop, Vintage Dead is it. They got it. They got it right on this one right here. And I'm super excited about this one. And this may be a pickup for me right here, man. Let's go ahead and check out the demo, man. Let me get my music situation correct real quick. Y'all, please excuse me while I multitask over here. Let's pause that beat right there. All right, let's go check out the little demo video they got right here. So if you're into Wu-Tang. And the new updated GUI for Addictive Drummer 2 is fire. If you're into that Jay-Z Kanye kind of smack, there it is. Tatro! No, that's not Tatro. That's my other dog right there, man. He got some really good videos. If you're into that, that type of music right there, minimal beats. And that is it. That's it right there, man. That is XLN Vintage Dead. Definitely a recommendation on. Sorry about that, y'all. Keep having to make that adjustment. All right, cool. All right, so yeah, that's XLN Audio Vintage Dead right there. And you could also get their Groove Pack as well. I'm gonna have to check that one out because I really like the vintage packs, but I like the programmer on beats. But we'll talk about Addictive Drum 2 in a pre-recorded video because it's super fire. And there's one feature in there that I'm really loving and I like what they did with it. But y'all gotta stay tuned. Go ahead and subscribe, you know what I'm saying, right while you at it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it moving on to the next one right here. I'm gonna skip DJ Big Red email because I threw that up in there. We're gonna talk about a couple of talking points right there. I covered this guy in this you know what I'm saying, in these live streams far as what's in my inbox. And this is Music Money Makeover. He is I like to call him the music business guru. He has some very, very good insight, information, and knowledge of the music business on you guys, the artists, and also producers as well, and beat makers on how you can, you know what I'm saying, take advantage of, you know what I'm saying, navigating the waters in the music business. And this one right here, I think this is good for producers and beat makers. You'll have to go and look him up on YouTube. But, you know, if you want to go look him up, it's Music Money Makeover. OK, I'm not going to play the video, but what they talked in here is about clearing samples, and even for artists too, because you may get a beat and it's got a sample in there, and you get with the producer, the beat maker, and they tell you who that sample or where that sample came from. It's really, really good to get an understanding on how to get that stuff cleared. Right now, I'm gonna be honest with you. Getting samples cleared is a headache. It's not even worth, if you got a subscription with Splice, I'm thinking about canceling mine. Because literally I did a video, like I was going through my YouTube studio and I was just looking at some of my old live streams, and I can't get monetized on those particular videos because I used a particular melody loop. Now, the funny thing about Splice is you don't get copyright strike, or not strike, but you don't get a copyright claim from YouTube. The only thing it picks up is a freaking melody, like across the board. Not even with Splice. If you use something that you downloaded wherever you get your samples from, it'll pick up basically, the melody and everything like that. So trying to get that cleared and who made it and all this other stuff it's just ridiculous at this point. So if you're a content creator thinking about getting on a YouTube channel and all that other stuff, man, make your own beats or ask AI to make your stuff. Because literally last week when I did my live stream doing AI beat making, 0 claims. So I'm just giving y'all some hints there, take advantage of AI for us, like making, some whatever type of samples that you're looking for or whatnot. But back to the topic, this guy right here, I forget Casey. Yeah. Casey got some knowledge, man. Make sure you go ahead and, watch this video. Matter of fact, I'm just going to copy the link and put that in the chat as well, man. All right, cool. There it is right there, man. Hopefully it works for you guys. But what he's talking about in this video, he basically going over what a cover is and how you navigate the waters of a cover, a remix, an actual sample, or even a parody. Sometimes you can make fun of a track, kind of like the Milli Vanilli, type songs. And if they're publishing or estate or business or the person that actually, performed that particular record, if they feel like they want to go ahead and, reach out to you with some papers, they could definitely do that. Is it being greedy? In my honest opinion, yes. Because I think we all in the music industry forgot where everything came from. You feel what I'm saying? Before there was musicians, and then once we got this urbanized type music, we forgot that all of that crap started with samples. And I'm trying not to curse. I'm working on a new me in November and not curse on my live stream. So, but all of that stuff, man, comes from samples, from old samples. You see what I'm saying? Like old records and stuff like that from the 70s. Now, if you're going to argue with that, I can understand that part. But, just for you to make a sample pack and then you want to go and copyright everybody and claim everything, content ID, everything out there on the internet is just basically BS. It's straight poo-poo or whatnot. And that's how the game get messed up. Boy, I want to curse so bad. But that's how you mess up the whole game. Far as when it comes to producers and beat makers. And you have people that literally do that. They'll make a whole sample pack folder, and then wherever they upload it and they, go through the behind the scenes, distribution and putting it out there and protecting their assets and all that other stuff. And you YouTube content ID that shit, man. It's like, man, I curse. See, I ought to have a nickel jar every time I curse. I just put $1 or a quarter in that, boy. I'll be a rich dude. Let's see, I was about to curse again. But yeah, man, that's just it's unfortunate, man. But it's also a good to that because it's keeping the art alive. And I think, once you start, if you call yourself a beat maker, you have to know how to create melodies. You have to understand what a bass line is. You have to know how to program drums. You have to know how to record drums. You have to know how to do all the art of recording and music production. So it's a good and a bad to it. I'll say, these sample packs actually has been, bred by bad influence or whatnot. And people thought, okay, it was a smart idea to come up with sample kits and construction kits and loops and all this other stuff. It's good for the person that don't have a creative conscience. But if you do have a creative conscience, you also have to hold yourself accountable. So everyone has used some type of loop, Ain't no producer that said, yeah, man, I make all my shit from scratch. Man, stop playing. Quarter. Quarter. All right, man. But ain't no beat maker or producer out there that say they make everything from scratch, unless they are a musician and they play like at a church or something like that. But if you call yourself a modern day producer, man, you have sampled in some way or some form. Matter of fact, to really be technical, a lot of these rumplers that you use are samples. So if we really want to be technical and break it down, we all sampling, because we bought a VST that actually had samples from your favorite keyboard or synthesizer. That is a sample. Contact is a sample player. So, you know what I'm saying? What are we doing? You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to let him kind of go over all that other stuff, man, how you can clear it, because there's certain agencies that can help you out with it. Of course, everything's going to be for money. It ain't nothing for free. But he'll definitely help you guys out, man. Music Money Makeover, man. Make sure you go ahead and check him out. He got events that he does as well. I think he's out of Kentucky. He also has the 60-day record label course that you really need to check out. He also has some free resources on his website. So, like I said, definitely need to go and check him out, musicmoneymakeover.com. I think that's what the website is, and also on YouTube as well, man. So make sure you go ahead and rewind this video, take down this information, and check him out, man. Plug-in Alliance. Yes, sir. They dropped another one, boy. Plug-in Alliance and been on the ball the last few weeks, man, for sure. Oh, they have the Bettermaker C502B compressor. I saw some of the comments on their YouTube video of the trailer for this, and a lot of people saying, oh, no, another compressor. And me and Red was talking about this offline. Is it good or is it bad for the market? Is it good or is it bad for the creative? Is it good and is it bad for the mixer? And I'm going to say it like this. A lot of people ain't got money to have rack gear. I got rack gear in here, but it took me about 2.5 years to buy the cheap shit. Quarter. To buy the cheap stuff, man. And that stuff is expensive. And it's expensive when it comes to cabling. It's expensive when it comes to your light bill. It's expensive to have the right power conditioning. It's expensive to have the right signal distribution for us, patch bay or, ADAT expansion, and also audio interface if you're talking multi-channel in and out audio interface or whatnot. So, you know what I'm saying? People are, man, another compressor, another EQ, another plug-in. Hey, man, that's where we at right now. You know what I'm saying? The plugins, and I'm going to talk about plugins. Plugins actually kind of curved and made a way for the bedroom producer to have a name and to really put themselves out there. I mean, shoot, Billy English, producer and engineer. I mean, they won a Grammy out of the bedroom with Apollo. UAD plugins. You know what I'm saying? So you can't, I understand people's frustration. They want to see something different or whatnot, but I mean, there really is a max to what you can do. I mean, they're making up stuff like I think Cable Guys came out with a new plugin, which I'm gonna talk about that too. They came out with a new plugin, but there's so much vintage gear out there that's really, really cool, and it's really helpful for as what you do and how it compress, and it has a unique character to it. And if you can put it in digital form, by all means, do it, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look at the price, $50. But if you was to go and buy something Bettermaker, you're going to be paying the same price as West Audio has this stuff, like $1,500. So what you want to play, $1,500 or you want to pay $50? You know what I'm saying? But I think us as consumers, and not me, but y'all, we complain too much, man. We complain too much about the pros and the cons. And when it's really about getting something that's going to enhance your workflow when it comes to your creativity, man. But you tell a person that and then they want to fight with you in the comments and whatnot. So I just look at some things. I'll be like, man, you're really not looking at the big picture. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of this stuff that's affordable that it can actually help you understand you need to compress that guitar or you need to compress that synth so it can stand out in the mix. They miss that point of why these people make this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my breakdown on that. But Bettermaker, man, compressor, real neat device. This is actually modeled and made after an actual device from Bettermaker, and really cool because they have the 3 compressor modes. This is kind of like your your SSL style compressor, DBX style compressor, and then Better Maker's on compression, curve and digital remake or whatnot. So the cool thing is that you get three different flavors in a 500 rack unit type situation. But the cool thing is you see two. So if you have a stereo signal and on the left and the right, you have, let's say, this one in the front right here, this DBX. Well, if you unlink it, you could change this one right here to, let's say, this SSL style. So on the left channel, you have DBX style compression. On the right, you may have, your SSL style compression. So that's real good if you're doing an old school technique, Motown type technique, and you have all your vocals and the snare and the kick on the left side, and then you have all the other instruments on the right side. You see what I'm saying? See, a lot of people don't think that way, you know what I'm saying? Because, oh yeah, man, I make beats. Come on now. Come on. You got to do your studying. So that's, you have some people that still record that way, or they use mid-side compression, or they compress independently left and right, or dual mono. So I think this is a really, really good remake from Better Maker, and I'm a big fan of that company as well, man. So make sure you go check it out, man. Plugin Alliance, $49 perpetual license, or you can just go ahead and sign up for their mega subscriptions, which I'm a mega XXL subscription member since 2000 and got doggone 17, if I'm not mistaken. Been with them for a very, very long time, man. They never steer me wrong, man. Love Plugin Alliance, man. Shout out to DJ Big Red, put me on game, man, because I really didn't hear about this one. I ain't even get an email till after he sent me this email. But Solid State Logic, man, you can get this plugin right here that gives you this scary voice, I think. I think it gives you kind of like this voice effect, and I am going. Oh, I'm sorry. I had to look down here because I had to make sure I was saying the right things and whatnot. He said it's gonna be $5 every curse word. Yeah, man, that's expensive, dog. Let's see here. Let's see here. I'm gonna take a break real quick. That's the link to the if you go in the chat, that's the link for the website for Music Money Makeover. I think the one I put in there is not that. Excuse me, man. It's Wednesday around here. All right, and then we have this right here. No. This is separate. Okay, I'll address that. And this is the one I was trying to get to. My boy, that's my moderator right there, DJ Big Red, by the way. So yeah, that's the link right there. It's in the chat, and I'm gonna go ahead and go with it. So this is Exorcism number 2, if I'm not mistaken. And from my understanding, I think you can, manipulate your voice and get right. And I'm gonna tell you one more time. You know what I'm saying? But if you talented like me, you can do that. No, I'm just joking with y'all. But you know what I'm saying? If you have a light voice like this and you really can't make it scary, you can definitely use this plugin to make your voice scary and stuff like that, man. So you can basically get this for free if you go to the website as it is on the screen, and also in the chat, put your email address in there, and boom, you got a free plugin. Okay. Now this is a disclaimer. This is I ain't gonna say nothing. Man, put your email in there, man, and get your scary plugin, voice changing type plugin. And you can probably use this on something else as well, man. But this is pretty cool, man. I didn't get it. I didn't get it. I don't know why, but I didn't get it. But I'm just reading it. But I don't think I have any use for it. But you can put it on synthesizers, dystopian tones, and guitars. Okay, so I may get it. Yeah, I'll keep it up for the show. I'll keep it up after the show. I'm gonna check it out. I thought it was only for voices, but you can use it for other things as well. But hey, man, you can't turn nothing down for free, man. So make sure you go ahead and check them out. And when you do sign up, SSL will send you some deals, as they should, which they have a deal that actually came out today, if I'm not mistaken. They have a Halloween sale with their XEQ2 plugin, which is $5. That one's $5. And the X Echo is $5. And the Valve Comp is fire. You feel me? The valve comp, I think that one is it's a different compressor. It gives me vibes of the SSL E channel compressor and the G comp compressor, kind of like put into one. You feel me? But it's definitely SSL compression, excuse me. And that valve button that they have on the X valve comp is A1, man. Like if you want to in your face sound, hit that valve comp button and boom, there it is and stuff like that, man. I use it a lot on lead vocal when I don't have the R box from Waves. So if you're looking for an alternative for R box with more control, check out the X valve comp compressor from SSL on sale right now for $20, man. You can't beat that at all, man. Shout out to DJ Big Red, man, for always keeping me on point and stuff like that, man. We're gonna keep it pushing. That's it right there, man. Go ahead and take advantage of it. Link is in the description. Excuse me, not the description. It's in the damn chat. $5. All right, cool, man. We almost there, man. I want to talk about this company, Past to Future Reverbs. We're gonna come back to it, but they have a sample pack that's really, really cool. But I saved the email to show y'all and talk about some things. All right. But we're gonna keep it moving. Reason Studios, man. If you're, a Reason user and everything like that, they sent out an email with lo-fi ambient house production, breakdown video, and you could also get free combinators if that's something that you're into. I definitely downloaded and took advantage of it. So basically hit watch and download. You watch the video, and I think the link is in the description of the YouTube video that you see right there on the screen or whatnot, man. But definitely go to Reason Studios YouTube page and look for that thumbnail, or to just type in lo-fi and ambient house production Reason Studios 13, and I'm quite sure you'll see that guy in the thumbnail right there or whatnot. But it's real cool video. It wasn't hip hop, it was lo-fi and ambient house. And you'll learn some things when you watch different genres of music production videos or whatnot, and not sticking with your genre. Because number one, you get caught up in the circle of doing the same thing. You can learn some different stuff, but doing the same thing, but you'll learn a lot more when you expand your horizons and understand what other genres are doing. Because if you try that trick in your hip hop production, or your R&B, or your neo soul, or your, reggae, your Afro, what they call that? Afro beats, whatever the case may be, you may learn something. You may learn a cool reverb trick. You may learn a cool delay trick, a filtering trick, whatever the case may be, man. Definitely expand your horizons and watch a couple of videos, man. It don't hurt, number one, to support, but number two, learn something new. All right. Gonna keep this bad boy pushing. We're almost at the finish line. Wave Alchemy, they came out with another plugin, man. Hey, I told y'all, I think on the third show, about a couple of months ago, I said, once we hit October, around Halloween time, you're gonna see a lot of plugins dropping. yeah. So we got Wave Alchemy. This is another tape style plugin called Tape Wave. All right, we're gonna check out what this bad boy do. This is a walkthrough video, but we're gonna check out the trailer. And this is 29 pounds, not USD dollars. And then you can use this coupon code right here. And let me see if I can put that in the chat for you guys. That's tape 10. I don't think I'm gonna check this one out. I ain't gonna do the demo. I got enough tape plugins already. And we're going to do is go to, I'm gonna copy that URL there and put that in the chat. We're gonna go check out the trailer for this video right here. Go ahead and stop this music right here. And we're gonna go and see if they got a trailer here. But let's talk about the GUI. Definitely the GUI is awesome. Got a stereo cassette in there, and their tape is the cassette version of what they got going on or whatnot. You can choose different styles from studio, dirty, home, old, dark, and lo-fi. You got in and out volume adjustments here. You got tape age. You got saturation drive here. You got a little compression. Drift is kind of like throwing the tape kind of like slowing it down or speeding it up a little bit, you adjust the rates right up here, and then your while and flutter, and how much of depth of while and flutter that you'll get. And if you need a little bit of tape noise, you definitely got that, and a nice LED meter. So overall, man, this you got different tape GUI right here to go with the different styles. I like that. Let's check out some of the demo tracks here. All right. All right, so this is music without tape wave. Let's go ahead and hit play. Okay. Now you've been clicking on that. Let's reload. Definitely look like we got a server issue. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this first one, I don't know what the hell's going on with this one. All right. I like to hit a dry sound. Let me refresh something here. Yeah, this thing is not allowing me to demo. Well, if you can't play the demo track, especially the dry track, is this something that you need to invest your money in? I'm built different. I look at things a little differently. But damn, we can't play the music without the tape wave. Okay, well let's check out the video then. Shit, $5. Damn, $5. Oh, that sounds different. This is my first time actually checking this video out. Ooh. Oh, that's different. Oh, that's different.
Was it something I heard you say? Got me thinking about yesterday. Nothing ever got in our way.
Ooh, that's taking me back to my childhood. I'm an 80s baby.
Nothing ever got in my way. When I was thinking about yesterday. Was it something I heard you say?
Let me stop it right there, man. So if you grew up in the 80s and you grew up listening to cassette tapes, I remember the first tape my mama ever bought me was an MC Hammer Too Legit to Quit tape. Boy, I wore the motherfucking plastic off of that goddamn tape. You heard me? I had my little Walkman. Your little Walkman situation. You put your little tape in there, and y'all remember them headphones with the phone covering with the little skinny wire. Yeah, man, come on now, stop playing, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's how it kind of sounded, man. And that music, it hit differently. You know what I'm saying? So, just listening to that kind of brings you back into that nostalgia, memory lane and stuff like that. But that plug-in, let's hit play. Man, it sounds good. I curse enough to buy my own plugin. Yeah. So. Oh, that sounds really, really good, man. That's fire right there. I think that's a little bit overkill on a couple of those instruments, but that's fire right there. I like that. Oh, them drums nasty. No, I like that demo track right there. That's fire right there. I would have left the vocals, you know what I'm saying, original, and wouldn't put tape on there or use the dry wet mix knob, but that's nice right there. But I understand they're just trying to showcase the plug-in and the potentials of it. That's nice. Yeah, that's fire right there, man. I may have to retract my statement. That's nice. That is really, really nice, man. You saw it for yourself. It goes up to 16 times oversampling. Yeah, man. If you got the PC for it, man, you're gonna have some really, really good stuff. And that's all the Mac people out there and everything like that. Let's see here. We got one more. Actually, yes. Let's do this. I'm gonna go to that website by itself. Let's see here. Get out of there. Get out of there. And Jack Trip. So this is a website right here. If you're into collaboration, I'm actually demoing this. No, yeah, this is it. Yeah. I'm actually demoing this right now. To check it out for some music collaboration. I got some things up my sleeve going into next year. So, you know, we're in the fall season. That means harvest season. So you got to make sure you get everything, you get all your ducks in a row going into the next season, whether it's winter or going into spring or the new year. Definitely take advantage of October and November to get everything that you need done. Or whatnot. But this is what they call Jack Trip. So this is kind of like a remote collaboration tool here. And what it'll allow you to do is, you know what I'm saying, you basically hop on kind of like a Zoom like platform. But this is really kind of tailor-made for musicians. What they brag and boast on is the latency time. So you know how when you're talking on Zoom and you share your audio from your computer and there's a lag, when I talk, you'll hear the music like maybe 10 seconds later. Well, this is supposed to be like a 25 millisecond latency far as when I talk and I play my music from my laptop, you on the far end will hear it, you know what I'm saying, almost in real time. At 25 millisecond latency, that's not bad. You know what I'm saying? That is not bad at all. That is equivalent to, let's say, for instance, 512 samples in your DAW, changing the buffer size to 512 samples and hitting the direct monitoring button when you're recording through your microphone. You'll hear that slight little tape delay at a very, very fast time delay, kind of like around about less than 100 milliseconds or whatnot. That's basically how fast it will be, which is really, really good when it comes to a streaming platform like Jack Trip and, you know, Zoom and other things like that. So it's really kind of like I tested it out with my boy Los. I'm not exactly sure if he's in the stream or not, but kind of shot him a link and it worked really, really well. It worked well. I had some issues on my end far as like trying to get my routing in with my interface. So number one, when you're using anything like Wavestream, I know Personas has their own built-in collaboration situation, Zoom, Restream, Blue Jeans, what's that? Microsoft Teams, Google Meet. Let's see here. There's other Landar sessions. All of these streaming platforms for remote collaboration, you have to have an interface that has loopback functionality, or you're going to have to find yourself using two different machines. But the whole purpose of this platform is for you to, you know, saying, hey, I'm an artist. I want to talk to my engineer, run this, you know, recording by him to see what we need to do. Or if you're a musician and you're recording and you want an artist to hear what you did on the track that he sent you because he wanted your guitar licks or whatever the case may be, he can ring, ding, 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 you know what I'm saying? And you can hear it in real time and actually talk, hey, yeah, man, record that to the 4th and the 8th measure. And then all the rest of that stuff, take it out, play it again. All right, cool. So you have that collaboration, but you have to make sure that your routing in your audio system and configurations and setup in your studio is on point. And 99% of the time, you need an interface that has loopback functionality for it to work smoothly. Now, the hiccups that I ran into is that I had basically used my loopback function as an input source, loopback function with my audio interface as an input source. Okay, so always remember that any platform that you're on, you want to use loopback as an input source. So as I'm talking to you guys, I'm using loopback as an input source, and all of my audio from my microphone to the headphone output on my PC is going through a mixer, and I'm running that back into the 1 and 2 on my interface because that's how it's set up. Yours may be a little different where you can route your loop back to different inputs. Okay. But whatever it is, your loop back needs to be on the input. Now, the output in this particular platform, it has to be set on something besides the audio interface. So you can't monitor what's going into your interface. You have to monitor somehow, some way, somewhere differently. So I had an issue of, I had to run the headphone output on my PC back into my interface, and I was experiencing some echoing or whatnot because I'm monitoring the input and I'm listening back on the input with the same volume and the same sources going through there. So I had a little difficulty in that. So I got mad last night because it was like 12 o'clock at night. And I was like, man, fuck this. I'm just cancel my goddamn demo. But I'm going to try again and see if I can figure it out, because what I'm doing right now, I actually came up with a different routing solution with the mixer and everything like that. So I'm going to give it a try. But Jack Trip is really, really affordable than the others out there. You got some others that does really, really great, but you're going to pay a very, very high price point. Okay, so but if you're definitely a musician, you play some type of instrument, Jack Trip may be for you. That way you can collaborate with artists and your producer and your engineer as well, man. So definitely check that out, man. Last but not least, we're going to go to the last one, man, and we're going to go back to past to future reverbs. I'm going to talk about this company real quick. Not the sample pack, because I told y'all be very wary of sample packs, man. But we're going to talk about what they actually do. And what they specialize in is impulse responses and this new NAM technology. Okay. This is an impulse response. So basically an impulse response is kind of like a capture of the particular hardware device that you utilizing. The best way I can explain it is kind of like you shoot a signal through this unit right here. And what it does, it kind of does a snapshot of all the electronics and components inside of here and gives you kind of like a snapshot of how this response is. So let's say you set your settings, your reverb settings on this unit. It gives you a snapshot of the sound from this reverb unit. But NAM technology does something a little different. It does the same thing, but it gives you a snapshot of what's going on the inside. So impulse responses is almost like a snapshot of the sound or the audio. And these little motherfuckers, God damn. $5. Shoot, I could buy me a UAD with all this cussing I'm doing. All right, so NAM and this NAM technology, I'm gonna click on this one for example. NAM technology is kind of like a snapshot of what this converter does, what the converter, the transformer, the components. It's a snapshot of that. So it's almost like an impulse response, but it doesn't give you the sound. It gives you the sound of the components, and it's really, really cool. I've been kind of dibbing and dabbing in it when I have time to dib and dab it in it. And I think it was like 3 weekends ago, I dibbed and dab in it real, real hard. And I'm going to tell you something. This is a low key. A lot of people ain't talking about this. So you come to the right place at the right time to get ahead of the game. And look what NAM, Genome, and Proteus, okay, if I'm saying that correctly. But there's a few specific plugins that will run these NAM files. Okay. What I really brought you here is, let's say, for instance, we all know about Dangerous. Some of the best cream de la creme units that you can have in your studio. But this is a converter. Okay. So when you run your signal, whether it's a whole mix, a guitar, vocal, man, your shit gonna come out sounding good. That radio shit. $5. All right, cool. Still gonna sound good, man. All right. But where they specialize is, oh, they got a demo video. Great. Is this right here. And I'm gonna zoom in on the on this graph here. All right. All right, cool. So the graph right here, and I'm gonna zoom in a little bit more because this is important. And this is what made me kind of get very, very excited about this unit. Y'all give me 1 second for a second. Let me put this music on real quick. Y'all give me one doggone. Y'all give me 1 second. Y'all give me 1 second. Let me. All right, cool. My bad. Back to what I was saying. Sorry about that. Y'all know how it is. All right, cool. Can't have no peace. All right. Let's zoom out a little bit. There we go. I hope you can see the lines. I'm trying to really get those lines so you can actually see. Okay. So right here at the top, prediction. Okay. The prediction on here, when you're looking at this, is just basically signal being shot through and trying to capture the the characteristics and everything like that. So the prediction is basically whatever they use to capture the components and everything inside of that dangerous box. That's the prediction. That's the final result. The target is actually the science, the look, the whatever, I'm saying, whatever ESR is. And I'm sorry, but you see this sentence right here. This might be one of the best sounding converter captures ever. Okay. So by way of this graph, the orange dotted line is the actual dangerous box. Whatever they use to capture whatever the dangerous box does on the inside is the blue line. That is very, very close. But it just doesn't start with the graph, though. You have to kind of watch the video to have a great appreciation of this. I ain't gonna say it's new technology, but what they're doing. And I like it. I really, really like it, man. So this is gonna be a video, kind of like an A/B comparison video. And I really want you guys to check it out, man. All right. So that's the technology you're hearing right now. And that's with it off. On. Boy, let me tell you something. You can see how he's driving the input off. So you can push the signal as if you're pushing it through the dangerous box. Dry signal right here. What's going on, Kwame Brown? Do I take feedback? I do. What's good with you, man? He said, am I reading the chat? I got a moderator that do that, but yeah, I'll take feedback if you need it or whatnot, man. My bad. I'm sorry. So basically he's driving it, basically doing an overdrive at 4.5 dB. And this particular plugin is an older plugin. Let me see if I can pull it back up for you guys and talk about what it is. All right, cool. So this right here is it's an input drive. So basically whatever signal that you put the plugin on, as you see, that was a audio stem there. He overdriven it by 4.5 dB. So just imagine driving that signal through, let's say this unit up here, right? Okay, this picture right here. All right, so that's the dangerous box. We all know that converter, hot, awesome. So you have this input drive here, and you can gate the signal if you want to, or whatnot. But I highly doubt it if you need to use that unless you're using guitars. But you have a 3-band EQ. So you really are EQing the signal that is coming in, going through the NAM capture technology, EQing the signal, and then controlling the output. And they even have a normalize function on here. That way, you can basically kind of like normalize the signal. If it gets a little bit too hot, you can actually control the peaks and whatnot. But I tried this particular technology, and I was wild, like for real. This is kind of like technology that IK Multimedia Tone X uses, Guitar Rig, Amplitude, and stuff like that. But they don't tell you what it is. So you have audio nerds out there and people that's really smart, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say nerds, but people that actually have college degrees that work in electrical skilled industries, that have a passion for audio. Well, this is some of the stuff that they do, you know what I'm saying? And somebody figured out, hey, we're paying all this money for IK Multimedia, Amplitude, and Guitar Rig, and these other stuff, and they're using this technology that I just showed you guys. So this company right here, they, I guess, find out about it and say, hey, there's a universal file format out there called NAM we're going to create. Or you can use GNOM. Here it is. So if you always wanted to have this unit and you can't afford it, there it is. Get the plugin, which is for free. They actually have something better. I'm going to do a live stream on really soon. But you can get this plugin, Neural Amp Modeler. There's a new one, and I'm going to look that up here real soon because it's a new one out there. You can use this one. You can use GNOM. And let me just do this real quick so I can show you guys. It's just what I do. I'm very informational. Sorry about that. Don't shoot me. All right. And let me go back to this. All right, let me clear some things up. If you use Neural Amp Modeler, it's a mono signal only. Let me repeat that again. The NAM files they have to be stereo. However they capture it is stereo, but for some reason this older plugin Neural Amp Modeler is mono only. I found that out. So I went on a YouTube video. I was just liking stuff, commenting on different things, and past the future reverbs, I had commented on their Akai MPC 3000 XL, and I was like, yo, this is hot. And so they was like, yo, and I was I think I had mentioned like it's only mono, I wish it was stereo, and it was like, yeah, there's the stereo version out there. So that's what I was Googling. So if I go here, is this it? Yeah, I think this is it right here. Nope, that's the old one. Yeah, I got a dog on it. Where is that? Here it is right here. It's on this YouTube video right here.
So you think you know Wix, but do you?
Yeah, I know Wix. All right. I'm trying to find it. There it is right here. I hope this is it. This got to be it. Yes, this is it. All right. So wavemind.net. Okay. Wavemind.net. Now, don't get scared when you see all these guitar amps and everything like that. Hey, this is the guitar world, stuff like that. But this right here, this is the plugin that's actually stereo. It's a free download. Okay. So when you go and you download this particular plugin, this is it right here. The good thing about NAMM Universal plugin is really, really cool because it plays mono and stereo. But the cool part about it is if you just have a pedal NAMM profile, a mono NAMM profile, you load it up in that blue unit. This little unit right here kind of, you can manipulate the signal like a 3-band EQ. This amp profiler right here, that's actually where you'll load up the stereo NAMM file at. You know what I'm saying? And you have the same controls as the other plugin I showed you guys. You know what I'm saying? Input drive, bass, mid, and treble frequencies with the output knob. Okay. You have this little exciter module right here, and that's it. That's your signal flow. Okay. These at the bottom, you got to make sure you turn these off because if you have anything loaded in there, these are impulse response file loaders right here. You get 2 slots. So let's say, for instance, you got an impulse response for a reverb and a delay unit. You can load those up and still run your signal through the NAMM file and get the reverb and delay signal. Do what you got to do to whatever to make it sound good or whatnot. And boom, there you is. That's your sound. But what I found with this plugin, you turn those off if you don't have impulse responses. And I kid you not, with the addition of adding your NAMM file in here and then using the aggravator, Lord have mercy. Let me tell you something, bro. I never steered anybody wrong for good quality signal flow and a high quality sound. This is kind of like one of those gatekeeping secrets and stuff like that. But obviously you see guys that, it's out there. You just got to find stuff. You see what I'm saying? And I, to be honest with you, I literally stumbled up on this particular technology because I bought something from Past the Future Reverbs. I think it was like, it was something like I don't know what I bought from them, but I came across them on Gumroad. And man, they got a lot of good stuff. So I'm going to go back to their website here and I'm going to go and navigate to something with the Proteus or Proteus or whatever the hell. Let me see here. I must have made Kwame Brown Beats mad, man. I'm sorry, bro. I ain't read the comments, man. I'm sorry. I'm a low budget YouTube creator, man. The people don't talk to me besides DJ Red, so I apologize for that, bro. My bad, man. I ain't mean to upset you, man. Sorry. I feel bad. So this is an example right here. So if you always salivated on getting the SP1200 sound, real sound, and the plugins and other different instruments is just not cutting the cheese, guess what? You can use this technology. So this is the other format. So this is the Proteus. I hope I'm saying that right. Proteus, or whatever. But this particular format is the same thing as the NAMM format. It's just a different company, a different way, a different file, a different way of capturing that particular sound. Okay. And there's a separate plugin for this particular Proteus. And I hope I'm saying that. Please don't go in the comments talking about I said it wrong. I hate shit like that. $5. But you know what I'm saying? This is a different file format. And but I would like to know what the hell. Yeah, I could just ask Siri. But anyway, there's a different plugin for this, right? And you can see the original input here. Let me blow that up for you guys. All right, cool. So this is the original input. This is the wave file comparison. And then this is the actual signal. So if you really look at this, it's off just a little bit on this particular capture. That's why NAMM is really popular because that particular capturing technology is pretty accurate. But they go off a wave file amplitude. So what I'm thinking is with this type of capturing, you shoot a signal through this stuff and it just records the frequency spectrum and then it goes off of amplitude. So this is the original sound shot. And then this is the capture of the wave through whatever they use. It's not close, but it's damn near close. You have basically more of a reduction here. And then with the capture is more of a neutral sound here. but it gets interesting right here. You get more information. I'm gonna assume the low end and more mid, and goddamn low, a little bit more of the high end as well. So the basically coming out of the mid going into the highs is almost the same. Not too much of a difference. Yeah. So that's the Proteus. They didn't give me the doggone link, but let me go ahead and Google that for you guys right there. All right. And we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up tonight, man. But this is good information for you guys, man. Most people probably wouldn't even bother to look for this type of stuff, man. But it's the truth though, for real, for real. Here it is right here. No, that's not it. That's old school. I remember that when I first got into beat making. Here it is right here. So it's on GitHub, which is an open source type of platform or whatnot, where like if you're a plugin developer and you like to make your own plugins and you're smart enough and you're all into engineering, this is a platform that you can go and sell your open source code to, you know, sell your plugin or whatnot. So this is the plugin right here. All right. And this is a video of the actual plugin manufacturer showing you guys how he does his plugin captures. His and I don't know if all of this is linked the same way, excuse me, but it's a very lengthy process. So that's why I have great appreciation of audio engineering in this format. See what I'm saying? Like, this is the type of stuff I went to school for. And I think people, a lot of times they get it confused or they get it misconstrued about audio. You know what I'm saying? Audio is not about VSTs and the hottest instruments and the hottest outboard gear. Audio is about doing stuff like this, because what you're doing is all you're doing is manipulating electricity. That's what a professor told me. He said audio ain't nothing but the manipulation of electricity. And I had to scratch my head on that, because I mean, shit, I just knew get a keyboard and you press that thing and it make a sound. And when you start like really breaking down audio, it's really electricity that can be manipulated. You know what I'm saying? And this is what they're doing. All they're doing is capturing what these devices doing. So he did an example of capturing this overdrive pedal and this guitar amp right here. But this is the plugin right here. Again, this particular plugin is mono as well. It's not stereo, it's mono. And you have a 3-band EQ here. You can also load up an IR if you do have an IR file, and you control the volume right here. Very, very simple plugin. The more you push up the gain, the more of the capture you'll get. But it sounds a little overdriven or whatnot. But it's a free plugin that you can download. But I think the best one is from Wavemind Audio. Thank you, DJ Big Red. You know what I'm saying? Got that in the chat for you guys. Wavemind.net. Check out the NAMM Universal plugin. You can download that for free. All right. Once you download that, you go ahead and head over to past2futurereverbs.gumroad.com, another developer underground website for all kind of audio nerd shit or whatnot. And you can buy these little captures for like $15, $10. The most expensive one I saw was like $19. You know what I'm saying? I ain't seen it past that. So to get the sound of this for $15, just think of it this way. The hell with buying something from Plugin Alliance. Just get that. Put it on your sound. Put that on your drum loop. Now you have a drum loop. You want that SP1200 sound? Plugins ain't cutting it. Use this right here. Let's watch another video, man. This is going to be the last video on this particular plugin format, all right? All right, dry signal. Hear the difference? And now he's overdriving the signal, turning that gain up. Man, that sounds so goddamn good. Now, I probably wouldn't have used a drum loop like this for a SP1200 sound, but just imagine like what you really use an SP1200 for, and then that's the sound. Look at this, night and day, man. Let me run that back for y'all because I was talking. Fire, man. That's fire right there, man. So my boy DJ Big Red put the links in the chat. Make sure you go ahead and check that out. And I don't know if you guys know, if you're kind of like scrolling on I can speak for the mobile phone. Really I don't do a lot of desktop YouTube watching or whatnot, but there's a way you can get into on this live stream once it becomes available as a public view after a few hours or a couple of hours. If you slide, where you hit the like button and you can add it to your playlist, or you can share the video. If you slide that over to the left, you will see where you can pull up the live chat, and then you can access these URLs that we putting in the chat or whatnot. All right. But definitely, man, check out Past the Future Reverbs. I'm gonna go back to their homepage, and they have a ton of these different file formats in different vintage gear that some of you guys never even heard about. AKS 9500 sampler converter. So they didn't sample the actual sampler. Don't get it twisted. They sampled the converter. And what a lot of people don't understand about this, because I think I did a video that's doing really, really well on the I think it was the Infonique SP 1200 remake. I forget the name of it or whatnot. Oh man, it doesn't sound like 12-bit. It don't sound like 12-bit. That's fine. Yeah. So it don't sound like 12-bit. Guess what? Spend $10 more. Go get this little situation right here and put that behind the damn plug-in, and now it sounds like a real SP1200 12-bit sound. You see what I'm saying? And people like that, they quick to talk, but then they don't know like audio shit. You see what I'm saying? So, hell, if you want a 12-bit sound, hell, you can put a 12-bit, emulated plug-in, which is basically doing what this is doing. See what I'm saying? So, yeah, some things just get me, man. But definitely check out what they got, man. Like, this is a Gates STA plug-in. It's not capturing the compression. It's capturing the components inside. Some of these old gears, man, they had input and output transformers. Some of this stuff had other transformers in there. You know what I'm saying? 50 million tubes inside that really kind of gave it that unique sound. If you want a sound of the Tascam TAC 144 Porter Studio, you know what I'm saying? Oop, there it is. You know what I'm saying? Look at all this stuff. And I'm going to scroll down just to show you guys. This is the same one we have, but in the NAM and Genome capture format. A Telefunken compressor. This is a JCF. Like, I ain't never heard of this before. Al Schmidt. I ain't know Al Schmidt had his own converter. Custom made. You can get that sound. The input and output transformer for the 1176 Blue Stripe compressor. See what I'm saying? You're not capturing the compression. You're capturing the ins and the outs. That's what you're doing. That sound. So basically, if you was to use this 1176 and do no compression, and you just use it as a preamp drive, or just to kind of drive and get the saturation. Yeah, that's what they're doing. Burl B2. Hey, the black box. And the cool thing about these things is like, they have a plug-in for this. It sounds really, really good. Now, just imagine you putting that behind the plug-in, man. Stop. Stop. That'll be awesome, man. Hey, impulse response for a 15, iPhone 15. Interesting. Just keep on going down. If you want to monitor, let's say, your audio, and you want to get some impulse responses there, guess what? You get one of those plugins, load up this impulse response, put that on your master bus, turn it on, and now you're monitoring through Genelec frequency spectrum. So pretty cool right there, man. I actually tried that on the NS10s. I bought one from them. It was like $5. It was on sale, man. Fire. Now, if you're interested into this technology, you can get everything they got. Oh, that's the impulse response. My bad. You can get everything they got right here. They call it the AI plugin bundle. So this is now a part of the artificial intelligence side of things of music production and engineering. I'm just gonna look at the camera. You see what I'm saying? And you get all of these goodies in here. I think it's like, man, there's a lot of them. That's all the zip files. I remember I spent like a fucking hour unzipping this stuff and then transfer. But just look, just look at that. You get all of that. You get consoles, you get preamps, you get some pedals, you get some tape machines, you get EQs, you get compressors, you get all of that, man. All of that, everything they sell. This is not everything in the picture, but you get an SSL 4000G console, you got a Neve 88RS in there, you got the Tube Tech here, you have you got the Better Maker limiter back up in there, you get an API console, you get the creme de la creme converters, you get some limiters they got out there, you get the what that is, the Antelope Audio Orion converter, the big dog, like the $8,000 converter. You get all of that, man. And I tried a couple of them. I haven't had a chance to utilize them just yet. And I'm gonna tell you, be honest with you. OMG, I bought this. Yeah, I bought this right here. It's the truth. I was a big believer, man. And stuff like that. Now, would you need to use this on everything that you have on your tracks? No. But if it's definitely an instrument or a particular mix or something that you really need that mojo, I call this the mojo right here. This is, when they say mojo, this is mojo right here and stuff like that. But it really works well and it doesn't really alter your sound at all. If anything, it makes that motherfucker sound better. $5. Something like that, man. So that, my friends, is it. And we have come to the end today. I don't know why this thing got out of place. And, you know, hey, it is what it is. Let me go back to my profile real quick, y'all. And let's get some backup tracks, man. I forgot where we was. Let's play one of these beats, man.
Salute.
All right, cool, man. So, yeah, there we go, man. That was it right there. That was the email was in the inbox and everything like that. Checking out, you know, saying pretty much what it is. Where we at on time? An hour and 18 minutes. That's pretty good, man. Nothing long or whatnot, man. If you found the video very informational, go ahead and hit a like and also subscribe on the video. This is what we do on our live streams. You know what I'm saying? Exposing y'all to stuff that, you know, you're not being watered down and put in your face with YouTube for as like watered down content and stuff like that. And I'm just gonna say it, man. Shout out to Big Red, man. Let me see here. Let me address something real quick. I'm so sorry, y'all. I be putting the information out right there, man. My bad. I didn't have orientation or whatnot. I'm sorry. I want to try some of that Antelope audio interfaces. Definitely that technology I was showing you about, the NAM. It has it. It has two different. I think it has one Antelope audio interface. And bro, it sounds good. It sounds really, really good, man. Matter of fact, I'll do you a solid because we are under time. I'll go and find that video and we'll check it out. So if you're still on the call or you're still on the stream, hang tight, man. Sticks Jones, what's good? What's good with you, man? Appreciate you for tuning in. And Black, appreciate you, man. I hope I'm saying that right, man. Let's see here. Sticks Jones had a question. Let me find it real quick. Okay. Okay, here it is. Sticks Jones says, do you have to run it at 100% wet in the convolution host? Yes. You have to get the full amount. But when you go here, right here, yeah, you have to run it in full wet. I think the other one, yeah, I think all of them you're running it in full wet. there's some tricks that you can use depending on your DAW where you can load the damn universal plugin. Let's say in Ableton Live, you use the audio effect. I think it's a device in there where you can load all your plugins in there, right? And I'm gonna try to explain this as best as I can. You can load all your plugins in there, and you'll have to kind of configure your own dry wet mix configuration or whatnot. I know Studio One has it where you do the little splitter thing and stuff like that. Ableton Live has the same thing too. Reason I don't know, and any other DAW I don't know, but I know for sure Studio One and Ableton Live has the ability to utilize their devices in order to do the dry wet mix comparison or whatnot, man. But just it's just simple as doing a bypass or old school trick, man. If you want the dry wet mix situation, just create you a bus track, throw this on the bus track, and then take your individual track, set up a send that out 100% or at 0 at send, and then on your return track, just turn it up a little bit and it'll blend the two. That's the dry wet mix. Or you could solo the bus track to hear the dry wet mix. You know what I'm saying? The old school mixing trick or whatnot. But as far as the device itself, yeah, it doesn't have a dry wet mix knob. Not that I know of. I don't remember seeing it on there. And for some reason, it's not allowing me to. Yeah, it's not allowing me to. Let's go to this website here real quick, because you really got me thinking about this for a second here. Y'all give me one god doggone second. Yeah. Shoot. Yeah, it's. I watched this video. I was convinced on that particular plugin, but to answer your question though, man, yeah, it doesn't have a actual dry wet mix knob on there, and I think the intent is to get the full benefit of the capture. You have to run it at 100%. But if you set it up as a parallel processing or parallel mix routing situation in your DAW, you can get that dry wet mix situation. That way you don't have to use it all. But I highly encourage just using that bitch at 100%. You know what I'm saying? And it's solid, man. I won't give you no bull crap information or resources or whatnot, but you have to try it. This is one of those situations where you have to try it for your own sake and not listen to me to be a believer and stuff like that. It works really, really well. And if you don't understand it, you can misuse it. So you can't go in there hot. Let me say that again, because I think I found that out for myself. I had a particular mix that was real, real loud, and I turned it down, and it sounds pleasant, you know what I'm saying? Because it's already a capture, you see what I'm saying? And you have to definitely gain stage into this plugin. So don't go in there running stuff, clipping. Your capture is not gonna translate the way you think it's gonna translate. So of course, do all your normal gain staging, you know what I'm saying? Leave yourself some headroom before you actually go in there. If you leave yourself some headroom, you could take advantage of driving that input knob. That's what I learned about it, and you will see that in videos. But what we're gonna do is actually check out the Orion video, because I think somebody said they wanted to check out the Orion. I think that was Black and stuff like that, man. Oh, okay. I didn't know you were still in here, man. Good question though, Sticks Jones. Appreciate you, man. Let me go find that Orion video for you guys. Let me check. Let me just type it in. It'll pop up. Shoot. Okay, so it's. Y'all give me 1 second. It says it want to be a butt. All right, highest rated. Oh crap. Let's see here. Highest rated. There we go. All right, so here's some other stuff here. You got some IRs of the spring reverb, but we're looking for that Orion situation. That's a Trident console right there. That's a Neve 88 RS. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's a 5315. You got this one right here. I bet you that thing sounds good right here. We're coming up on it here real soon, y'all. Just give me 1 second. Oh, this one right here, fire. But here it is right here. This is the Apogee Symphony. I'm sorry. And then the Orion is right here. So I'll play. Oh, this is not the Orion. I'm sorry. This is the Galaxy. So this is Antelope Galaxy. This is the big dog. Yeah, it's not the Orion. And the Orion is fire. So I know the Galaxy is fire too as well. But let's go ahead and check out the Apogee Symphony converter situation on here. Let's go ahead and mute that real quick. All right, let's watch the video. You can see the captures here, original, and what they compared it with right there. If you look at that graph, I got glasses on, and that bad boy, the truth. Matter of fact, and you can see right here, this is the result. So right here in the middle, this is the only conflicting situation right here in the middle. It's just got a little bit of mid bump right there. But let's check out the video, man. Oh, crap. There you go. Oh, I'm sorry. I was just talking. I ain't see shit. Damn. Appreciate sticks. Let me rewind that for you guys. All right. Dry signal. Dry, wet, dry, wet, overdrive, 3 dB, back down to 2.5, back down to 1.5, no normalization. What he's doing is simple gain staging right now. Dry. Wet. God damn. All right, so he's driving it up a dB. All right, now they're going to show you in the Proteus or Proteus format as well. So it's dry, wet. Dry, wet, dry, wet, wet. I'm sorry, this is wet. Sorry, the other one was dry. He's overdriving it. Now you don't have any indications as far as how much you're doing or whatnot, so you definitely have to use your ears. So at the 12 o'clock position is neutral. Dry. Wet. Dry. Wet. So he's killing it right now. And it's not breaking up at all, if you notice. And he still got headroom. He's dialing it back. Dry. Wet. All right, that was that one right there. So you can hear the difference. And with converters like these, there's I remember, and I'm gonna tell y'all a story before we go to the next one. So I did an internship at the studio here in Houston, and it was this producer dude. He looked like he had money. It looked like he wasn't even really serious because I actually asked him. I was like, man, you produce? He was like, yeah. I don't take it seriously though. I was like, okay. But let me see here. I'm so sorry, y'all. But he was like, yeah, I don't take it seriously, but I have Bruce Bang, that's the engineer that owned the studio. I have Bruce Bang come in here, he'll mix my stuff. And Bruce Bang, he had a Rosetta, I think it's a Rosetta converter. And all this man did was took his multi-track stems from Fruity Loops, and we heard the beat. The beat was fine. You know, I wasn't too much worried about what the beat was doing. The audio quality was good, but I'm telling you, let me tell you something. When he ran that stuff through that converter, it was like a night and day situation. It was almost like you took Q-tips out of your ears and you can put your headphones back on. I mean, that's when I was a really, really big believer of converters and stuff like that. And I was like, yo. And so I got super excited about seeing this type of stuff here. And I was like, man, it's like actually having this stuff without having this stuff, but it's damn near close to it. You know what I'm saying? And we live in a day and age where when we play stuff back on like Spotify, iTunes, and all that other shit on these digital streaming platforms, that quality, you're really not going to hear all of that because, you know what I'm saying, it's a lossless format and all this other stuff. So not a lossless format, it's a compressed format audio signal. So a lot of the quality that you do in your studio is gonna a little bit of that quality is gonna get skewed a little bit from, you know what I'm saying, digital streaming platforms. So you got to kind of remember like that. That's why you always have to strive and aim to get the best quality you can in your records and stuff like that. And if you ever heard like a bad record on a digital streaming platform, just imagine how that shit sound in the studio. You know what I'm saying? So just keep that in your back pocket there. All right, so this is the last one right here. You can see right here, this is one of the best sounding converters ever made. One of the best at around about $10,000. Or whatnot. Antelope Galaxy, they're known for getting that depth and that dimension and bigger than life mastering sound. One of their favorite ADDA converters that they went on ahead and captured. High-end converter sound with this extension. You get two captures, normal and hard driven. I think they'll show you the guys that in that YouTube video. They came really, really close. And I don't even think this macros. I think this like a nano macro quadruple 3 whatever of second or whatnot. But they're telling you to check out the graph. So let's go ahead and zoom in on that one real quick. And I got all of these. I'm gonna definitely make a video on this. And basically, the dotted orange is what the device is actually doing. The blue is what they actually captured. And again, it's off so slightly. You ever drew on a dotted line and you couldn't really stay on that dotted line unless you know what I'm saying, you got a high EQ or something like that? That's basically what that is right there, man. That's super close. It's not as spot on as the other one from just looking at it, but looking at this one, yeah, this is fire right here, man. So let's go ahead and check out the demo videos, and I promise we're gonna get the hell up out of here tonight for sure. I gotta beat my 2-hour frame. Where we at? An hour and 34 minutes. So let's go ahead and watch this video right here. All right, let me rewind that back. So what you listen to is the dry sound right now. Wet. Dry. And wet. Now this is an overdriven capture. So this is an overdriven capture. So you notice that he changed the NAM file right here. Just click on that, and he had other NAM files that he had in the folder. But this one is overdriven. So I'm assuming they overdriven the signal that they captured. Maybe let's say at 5 or 10 dB, they really did make that known in the description. So I would assume, you know, if you do some gain staging work or whatnot, you can kind of get an estimate of what it is. And I'm thinking about 5 dB overdriven on that converter just to get an overdriven sound. So it's the best of both worlds. If you're looking to dirty up your drums or whatever the hell you want to do, your horns, strings or whatever, just choose the harder NAM or whatnot. But let's get back to the video. So he chose the harder one. All right, this is how it's gonna sound. Dry. Wet. Dry. Wet. Dry. And wet. Dry. Wet. Now he's just starting to touch the input button. Dry. Wet. All right, so that's the neural amp modeler. This is the Proteus. Dry. Wet. Dry. Wet. Dry. Wet. And it started to break up right there. I think he's that original audio file is loud as hell anyway. Dry. Wet. You notice that he turned it down right here. Dry. Wet. Dry. Wet. Dry. Wet. Turn it up. All right, things dry. Wet. See how that guitar pop out? Shit. Dry. Wet. Dry. Pay attention to like the fingers, when they slide that little, you know what I'm saying, that little plastic piece on those strings. Dry. Wet. Dry. All right, back neutral, dry. Wet. Dry. Wet. And keep note that like these two plugins that you saw, those are the mono plugins. The stereo just gonna blow you out of your frame, man, for real. Dry. Wet. Overdriving. Pay attention to that kick. Boy, you hear that whole shell. Dry. All right, we got some drum machine computer beats. Sound like I'm watching the Spike Lee Do the Right Thing movie here. That's doing too much right there. But you can hear like it's not breaking up and sounding nasty. It still sounds usable. And it's a pleasing distortion. It's kind of like almost like an analog distortion. It's not like a digital clipping. You know what I'm saying? That's dry, wet. Even on the harder mode, it sounds like it's compressed more than anything, but it's not, you know, distorted, you know? That's fire right there, man. All right, cool. So, those two videos that after I watched those two, I was kind of convinced. I'm like, yeah, this is hot right here, whatnot, man. But again, those two effects that you saw, they're mono. Okay, they're mono signal plugins. If you want the stereo, you have to go back to this one. Not that one. I'm so sorry, y'all. It's damn, I went away from it. God doggone it. It is the mixed wave situation. Let me hit this back button right here. Yeah, that's it. Got a lot of Google tabs up there, man. Wave mine. This one right here. This is stereo, and trust me, it sounds a little bit better in stereo, but it even sounds good in mono if you have mono needed audio and stuff like that. All right, cool. So, like I said, man, we're gonna go ahead and close up out of here, and I appreciate all the questions that arrived and people watching from afar, and you know what I'm saying, that's gonna tune in later on down the road.
Salute.
So we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here, man. Again, like and subscribe, man. You know what I'm saying? If you thought this video was very informational, I know I said that already, but appreciate you, DJ Big Red. Sticks Jones, thank you for the comment and the questions and everything like that. Guys, man, if you're out there and you need a resource for as like, I ain't gonna call myself a mentor, but if you need someone that you need to talk with and just run some ideas by, man, definitely, you know what I'm saying, hit that QR code up at the top. It'll take you to all my links to get in touch with me and everything like that. You can check out my media kit, man, all my stats for what I do on my social media platforms. I'm not really too active on Instagram, but definitely here on YouTube. Definitely check me out there. Also check out the website. You can go ahead and scan that QR code right there, and everything like that. That also leads you to the website. Beat store, if you want to buy some beats and stuff like that. I got beats stacked up and stuff like that. I just hate having to create the graphics stuff like that, but that's the beat store right there. I'm definitely gonna get that cranked up. I had to take care of some things. If you need any mixing done, you know you know what I'm saying? There it is right there. You know what I'm saying? That is the mixing services right there. Definitely you can you know what I'm saying, set up an appointment and we could definitely get you taken care of or whatnot. And if you don't believe what I do and you know everything like that, I got over 100 and close to 150 songs on Spotify that I've engineered, produced, in the whole 9 yards. You can scan that, you know, saying that QR code. It'll take you to my Spotify playlist and other beat tapes. Got a couple of them I did back in mid 2010s with DJ Payne One. He hosted those as well, co-signed those and everything like that. So check me out right there. And then, you know, saying if you're an artist out there, you come across this video, thought I was a cool guy to work with, definitely scan that QR code right there. There's some benefits in that premium artist plan right there. As far as production and music, you have to read the details, but basically, it's basically a subscription plan to have your own producing engineer. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of artists that don't have guidance and they get played left and right, get to run around. Scan that QR code, take care of you, man. I got people you can call and you tell them, yeah. Whatnot, man. But I'm gonna take care of you for sure, man. I do this, man. Been doing this for a while. That's all I'm gonna say on that. Scan the QR code, man. Everything I'm showing you guys, I ain't got nothing to hide. And last but not least, man, if you want to know what we do here, I'm about to kick off my email newsletter. I had like 400 something contacts, and all of those was over 10 years old. And I noticed like only 2 or 3 people was opening them up. So I'm starting to collect emails again. So if you want to know and get some exclusive stuff, sometimes I'm about to start really, you know what I'm saying, giving out free information, information that you won't find on this videos or my social media platforms. Scan that QR code so you can get the email newsletter. I was supposed to send something out tonight, but or should I say last night, didn't get around to it because I uploaded a video today. So I'll shoot that out on Friday and stuff like that. But, you know what I'm saying, that's exclusive stuff that I come across that's very informational because I'm not your YouTube producer. I'm not one of them guys. I pay attention to everything besides beat making stuff. You see what I'm saying? I'm an all around engineer and a real producer. And I have produced a lot of different things. So it's a lot of information that keep you in the game and have longevity to your skill set. You see what I'm saying? So there's 2 different type of people. I'm the other person that's gonna, you know what I'm saying, be resourceful and stuff like that. All right. So make sure you go ahead and scan that QR code, man, and join up the email subscription. I would ask y'all to, you know what I'm saying, donate to the channel, but just scanning that QR code right there and being a part of the email newsletter is everything that I need for support and stuff like that. And also liking and subscribing to this video, man. So, hey, man. Hey, man. I want to say appreciate you for tuning in to tonight's stream or whatnot. We definitely got some things taken care of and stuff like that. Los the King, what's good with you, my boy? Yes, sir. And yeah, I think I racked up about what, $75 tonight, man. And curse words and whatnot, man. So yeah, I'm trying to stop cursing and stuff like that on my stream or whatnot. I'm trying to elevate my streaming channel. You know, there's a thin line between keeping it real and being yourself and also still being presentable out there to YouTube. So I'm really trying to grow this channel. I think I have something to offer to people that just not about plug-in reviews and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's not a lot of people that look like me that can talk the way I talk and the knowledge that I know, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you know, everybody passing around the same information and they're just putting a twist on it. I show you the same information and then tell you how to do it in 2 different forms or 3 different forms or whatnot. So I stand 10 toes on that right there, man. So, you know, like I said, man, I appreciate everyone tuning in and stuff like that, man. And like I said, next week we'll pick it up and see what happens between the next 7 days. Hopefully there's some new stuff that came out. Hopefully it's not. If it ain't, you know what I'm saying? If it's like 5 emails, I'll definitely call it that, but we'll go into doing some mixing stuff. I know DJ Big Red, you said we need more mixing live streams and stuff like that. So if it ain't nothing on next week, or if it's maybe like 1 or 2 or 3 emails and stuff like that, we'll do some live mixing. I got a session that I really need to mix So I don't know, my weekends, man. I got my kids, they both play sports and stuff like that. One basketball, one volleyball. So the weekends are shot. So when I do things, it's kind of like very, very quick, stay up late at night. So if I do it, I may turn the camera on and not talk, but I got you, my boy. Especially on next week, on next Wednesday, if there's not a lot of emails and not a lot of new development, I definitely will do a mixing video for you for sure, man. Because I got a lot of beats to mix for sure, or whatnot, and a lot of goodies, man. But it's a lot of stuff that came out. And music technology is definitely taking off, man. So take advantage, you know what I'm saying? Learn what you can learn. Be very, very careful of what information you get from people and stuff like that. Because a lot of people is in this music game, not for the music. They're in here to get a quick dollar. You know what I'm saying? As much as I want to make money off of my platform and too like that, I'd rather sell an ebook than sell an affiliate link. Just think about that for a second, man. If somebody ain't really selling you something that you could take that knowledge and use that, you know what I'm saying, 5-10 years down the road, but they're selling you a plug-in that you're going to buy and you're not going to like, you really kind of start breaking that shit down, man. So, you know what I'm saying, this is one of those channels that get overlooked, but I'm not in competition with nobody. So I'm happy with my, you know what I'm saying, audience. For y'all that's in here, man, salute to you. And, you know what I'm saying, that's how we're going to rock, man. Until next time, man, I appreciate y'all. And to catch y'all on the rebound, I'm going to go ahead and turn this beat up, man. I forgot all about this one right here. But that's the Beat Store playing in the background, man. So until next time, man, I'll catch y'all later, man. That's a little bit of Louisiana music for y'all or whatnot, man. So that's that 2000, that's that early 2000 Baton Rouge Southern University LSU club vibe music right there, man. And they still jamming that shit back home, man. Anyway, man, we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here, man. Y'all be easy, man. Keep your head on swivel. As always, man, y'all take care of yourself tomorrow. If you're going to any costume parties, man, people are trip out there, man. So, you know what I'm saying? If you got one, tote that motherfucker. Aim for the head, not the chest. Catch y'all later, man.
Salute. Straight Jesus dance on the beat.